What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another video. First things first, man, I just want to say I thank you guys for anyone that supports me. Like, comment, subscribe to stay up to date with the channel. I'll be posting videos every day from now on, sometimes maybe 2 a day, who knows. But I just got off of work, had a okay night, it was fine. We are dipping on the Velo Spearmint 9 milligram, y'all. I already put one in. It was one of those days, so sorry for that. But cheers. And you already know what time it is. Just got home from work. Busch Heavy the Tall Way, baby. Man, I mean, if y'all are working and if y'all are drinking, put it in the comments. Let's crack one together, y'all. Take a couple drinks. Cheers. You gotta love, it's like music to my motherfucking ears, y'all. Smells like goodness in a can. Man, if y'all don't drink, you wouldn't understand. But there is something so nice to coming home to a beer. Man. All right. In this video, I don't really have much to talk about. So, let's talk about drugs. Why not? First things first, I don't recommend this video for children. Second thing second, if you're a child and you watch my channel, you should probably go somewhere else, because you don't need to see this shit. And when I say child, I'm talking under the age of 18. You know, sometimes life starts early for some people, as mine did for me. So on the topic of drugs, I'll just talk a little bit about what drugs I've been through with drugs. So I'd say around the age of 12 or 13, I kind of like found my mom's weed, right? And I would smoke it, and I just got the munchies. And for a long period of my life, I was just a major pothead, y'all. I mean, I smoked weed every day. I couldn't function without it. So, you know, and it ended up getting me into a lot of trouble. So, my first arrest was when I was like 14. My dad had just gotten me a truck, and I was with my buddy. We were smoking weed, and we went to the local baseball fields just to probably smoke a bowl or a joint. And I was doing donuts in the parking lot with my truck. Didn't think anything of it. Apparently somebody turned me in. I had got pulled over in the middle of town. I had an ounce of weed on me, some scales, a pipe. They found all of it, and they arrested me. We ended up doing a little 90-day in juvenile, nothing serious, but that was my first arrest. And it was because of the marijuana. So, you know, that's just kind of a precursor to this video, because, you know, drugs are not good, and you can ruin your life with drugs very easily. So that's a little bit of my story on marijuana. Just to be honest, I don't think it's bad. I actually really enjoy marijuana. I don't use it anymore. Matter of fact, I'm proud to say I'm 100% drug free, and I have been for a little bit now. And being without drugs has completely changed my life for the better, and we'll get into that later in the video. But anyway, so yeah, that's marijuana. So let's go ahead and move to pills. So just some pills, just to ramble off: hydrocodones, oxycontins, roxycontins, Xanax, clonazepams. You know, you can get morphines, Adderalls are really big. And there's different types that, you know, you can get, and there's different effects that they give you. So I started taking Xanaxes when I was probably 16 or something like that, 16. And I kept taking them until I was probably early 20s, maybe. For a few years, I was taking Xanaxes. And guys, what a terrible drug. Number one, you forget everything that you do. I mean, you don't remember jack shit. And when I say you don't remember it, if you drink alcohol like I drink alcohol, sometimes you make some questionable decisions. Like maybe you pick up a lady that's not the best looking whenever you end up waking up the next day. But you remember picking her up, and maybe the thought had crossed your mind that this is a little out of my wheelhouse, but you're inebriated and you make mistakes. On Xanax, it's not like that at all, guys. I mean, seriously, you don't fucking remember. You'll have hours that are just like not anywhere that you can remember in your mind, but you were doing things like your friends will tell you, oh, yeah, man, you were driving around or you were at the lake or you were, doing whatever, but you were around. Your body kept going, but you just can't remember it. So that's a scary thing. And also, they can make you just completely pass out. And that's also a scary thing, especially if you're behind the wheel or if you're around some people that you don't necessarily need to be around. That can be a very dangerous situation with that drug. That's Xanax. So I've been in my fair share of bullshit with Xanax. Quick story. I had taken some Xanaxes. I don't remember how many, and I had gotten behind the wheel. And when I was young, it was probably when I was about 18. Um, I used to always use Wi-Fi for my phone. I never bought service because I operated fine with just Wi-Fi. So my house didn't have Wi-Fi at the time, so I went up to like the gas station or something in my local area or wherever to hit the Wi-Fi. And guys, I ended up passing out in my car at the business, right? With the car off. It was like I didn't pass out behind the wheel with the car on, but I did pass out in the vehicle. And I woke up, man, and guess who was knocking at my window? The motherfucking police, bruh. So I'm like, shit, I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, you were passed out, man. You good? And I'm like, I'm good. I'll leave. No problems. And they let me leave. Thank God. Because who knows what I had on me, and I should not have been driving, but I made it home, and I'm glad I didn't hurt anybody or myself. So that's a little quick story with Xanaxes. Adderall are big, man. They're the exact opposite of Xanax. They're closer to cocaine or crystal meth. And I've got plenty of stories with both of those drugs. I've been through the ringer. So Adderall, man, it just gets you going. And it's none of these things are good, by the way. I'm just being honest with you guys about what they do and my experiences with these pills and drugs in general. My experience with these drugs. So Adderall, it'll make you focus. There's a lot of people in high school that get prescribed stimulants. That's what Adderall is. It's a stimulant. And it makes you focus. It's almost like taking 5 Red Bulls and having that type of focus in you without having like the side effects of too much sugar or too much caffeine. It's really bad because you can get addicted to it so easily. And then if you do get addicted, it's almost impossible to function without it. And that's the big issue with a lot of these drugs is once you get on them, you may need them, or at least you might think that you need them, but you become physically dependent on these drugs. And it's a really bad thing, man. You'll end up selling stuff, stealing, doing things that you just wouldn't do if you did not have this like physical reaction to not having the drugs. So that's Adderall. Let's talk about Hydros and Oxycontins. All these um, pain painkillers, right? Painkillers. So my dad, um, he had painkillers because he fell off of a roof and broke his back, and I saw this man go from working all the time to being a shell of himself. Now I'm proud. I'm proud of him now because he's kicked it. And this is not easy things to do, guys. I mean, it's easy to talk about and to listen to, but to actually go through these demons, these drugs ruin people's lives every day. People lose their kids, they lose their homes, they lose their vehicles, they lose their jobs. People go to the streets because of these drugs. And one of big one is painkillers because it's just like you break a finger, here's some hydros or here's some oxys, right? And I've had my fair share of doing them. I've never really liked painkillers. I had a little situation when I was younger where I got bad on them. I had a surgery and I took like 30 in 2 or 3 days. And then I became physically dependent on them. And, I had to get more from the doctor, blah, blah, blah. But I worked that stage out. Like, and that was probably my first actual addiction to pills. It was when I was about 16. Painkillers, not my thing. No drugs are my thing, actually. But, and I'm proud to say that, but they just, you don't really black out on them. I mean, you can if you take too many too quickly. They're very expensive. They're very lucrative drug. Um, the thing about painkillers is that I understand some people really do need them, but it's just so easily to get physically dependent on these things. So just be wary of that for whoever's watching. All right, so that's painkillers. Let's talk about something like Suboxone, right? So Suboxone is given to heroin addicts that cannot get heroin, but they have these physical withdrawals that I'm talking about, like body aches and cold sweats, and they're unable to actually like go through daily life without heroin. So doctors prescribe them Suboxone. It is literally to help these people get off of heroin. They also come in Subutex, which is the pill. Suboxone comes in little orange strips. It'll make you fucking disgustingly sick. I've never been into Suboxone because I've never been into heroin. I really am an upper guy. Whenever I was doing my drugs in my life, I loved the uppers. I'm more Adderall. I'm more cocaine, and I did dabble in the meth, and we'll talk about that. But Suboxone, terrible drug, always made me sick, never liked it, never got into it. I don't know why people do it, but I also have never done heroin. I'm sure that it's great for the people that are addicted, but guys, you will ruin your life doing this. Let's talk about Coke. Super expensive drug. This is the white girl at the party with a rich family, right? And then she's going into the bathroom, and when she comes out, she's bugged out with her eyes open talking to everybody. So that's cocaine. You come down off cocaine in about an hour. You become addicted to it just like any other fucking drug. You will become addicted. I mean, you will spend all of your money on this drug. You will sell everything that you can. You will fuck anyone that you can. I mean, it is terrible what these things do to you, man. I mean, you would never do these things in a sober mind. So cocaine, can't really, I don't like it. I mean, but I don't like any drugs anymore. Whenever I did drugs, oh yeah, cocaine's the shit, man. It's probably the coolest of all the drugs that I'm going to talk about in this video. If you think of like Wolf of Wall Street, millionaires doing big lines and, you know, all this money, that is cocaine. But you will spend all your money and you will lose everything if you do it. I mean, that's just what it is, guys. So next one I'm going to talk about is meth and fentanyl. Those are the only two other drugs that I have ever had any experience with. And before I do that, I want to take a chug. I'm not proud of this, by the way. So cheers. Now, I'm not proud of this, but I am proud to admit I've kicked everything. I've been sober for at least 6 months. That doesn't sound like much, but when you get into this drug game, it is crazy the hold that these drugs have on you in your life. So I'm proud to say that I've kicked it. Thank you all for your support. So crystal meth and fentanyl. My experience is that crystal meth and fentanyl go hand in hand. Fentanyl gets put into crystal meth, and this is what these drugs will do to you, bro. So, it's cheap, and it's like cocaine, and cocaine's good. If you do drugs, cocaine's fucking good, man. And meth is just like that. It just lasts longer, and it's cheaper. So that is the thing that no one really wants to talk about. It's a cheaper drug, and it's a better high. It's a terrible fucking thing. So I was saying, like, it'll ruin your life. You'll sell everything and all that. These drugs, crystal meth, you will literally kill yourself, and you won't even realize that you're doing it. I have seen this drug turn people that I know and that I love into people that I do not even know anymore. And the solution is to incarcerate them or put them into a place where they cannot physically have any substance for about 6 months, and it'll kill you. it will literally fucking kill you. You get physically dependent on these things. You have a chemical imbalance in your body, and it will. Some people, if they've been doing these things for 5 or 10 years, it kills them. But also these drugs, man, and what comes behind it is so serious. It is deadly serious. I'd say the most dangerous thing about these substances is the people that you may get involved with. Because look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of money in drugs. It's just what it is. And people do not fuck around about their money. They've got kids to worry about, they've got bills to pay. And if they're selling drugs in order to pay those bills and to take care of their family, you better fucking realize that these people aren't going to lose their family or their house or their car because of you. So if you don't pay up, it's ass or you're paying. That's as simple as that. You are fucking paying. And especially when it comes to crystal and fentanyl. Guys, these people are not fucking around. It is a scary, scary side of reality that I'd say a good percentage of people never have to see. And that's something in itself to be proud of. If you've never gone that far down the rabbit hole and you've never been put in these situations, I want to say genuinely good for you, and don't ever do it. I don't care what you're going through, the loss of a loved one, a breakup, the loss of a kid. You will lose your life. I mean, you will literally lose your life. And, you know, it's a touchy subject because people do throw their lives away. And, you know, everyone knows someone that's addicted to drugs. You know, it's hard, but I've had my own fair share of experiences, plenty of them, matter of fact. And I just want to say that there is a way to get out of the drug game, the drug life. And it's not easy choices, man. You got to be humble. You got to fucking take life by its balls. You got to grab your own balls and you got to make it do, man. It's hard. It's one of the hardest things that people can ever go through. In my belief, is dealing with addiction and being able to come out of the other side and, you know, take care of what's really important, which is family and yourself and your kids. And doing that is very difficult. So I cannot stress enough how serious I take this subject and how serious that any listener should, because it is a very dangerous, dangerous, dangerous thing. So yeah, guys, if you're addicted, I'll pray for you. And I mean that. And I'm not a very religious person, but I'll pray for you. I hope that you get better. You know, there's a lot of things that communities do for addicts. You can go to a rehab, which a lot of people won't admit themselves into. An easy way to stop, in my opinion, is get arrested. Do something stupid, man. Do something stupid with the intentions of getting caught. If you have a bad situation in your life and you cannot get out of it, there's a million ways that could happen to people. Everyone lives different lives. But if you are tired of it and you know that, hey, I'm going to die or I'm going to ruin my life because I cannot stop. I cannot make myself stop these drugs that I'm taking. I've tried and I can't force myself to do it. I'm addicted. I'm an addict. If you can have that realization, do something stupid. Don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt yourself. But steal and get arrested for it purposely. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Sorry, guys. My car died. Anyway, do something stupid. Get arrested for it purposely. And the reason I say that is because they'll imprison you. They'll put you in a jail cell, and that will literally physically make you stop. At least it'll give you a way away from the drugs. So anyway, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for sticking around and listening to me rant. If you have any comments, you know, drop them. I'd love to hear them. I'll respond. If you're in a bad place in life, I pray for you, man. You know, people go through a lot of shit, and this is a shitty place to be, this world that we live in. But there is light on the other end of the tunnel if you can make it. It's not easy. That being said, y'all, I really have nothing else to talk about tonight. I'll end it with a chug. Cheers.